Can you hear me, Levy?
Yo,
Yeah, what's up?
how are you? You've had an eventful morning.
Well, I mean, no, but it's not my problem. Twitch basically, you just couldn't go live. So you were lucky because you were already live, and so you didn't have any issues. But anyone who was trying to go live in the last 2 hours, literally, they couldn't go live.
Why do you think Twitch has so many problems? It feels like they've had a lot of technical problems the past month.
One second, let me just adjust my board. 1 second. I mean, I assume it's just overusage, right? That's got to be what it is. Just too many people on the platform, you would think, or too many people watching, something along those lines. It's really all I can think of. I mean, it's just like one of those things. So anyway, so what did I miss in the meantime? Because obviously it's been a
Actually, it was a very close match for a while, and then Eric has now won 4 straight games. So
oh, okay. So were they tied then, coming out of the 5+1 portion?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It was at least within a game. But Eric seems like a heavy favorite. But I guess it's hard to. 5-1 is it's weird for a lot of us.
Oh, the Levy is too loud. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Let me turn down the. Let me see. 1 second. Turn this down. All right, maybe this is better. Okay.
I'm getting my intel, but I gotta tell you, Eric Rosen is he's an interesting player. He came up with a really interesting opening idea. I'm curious if I could get your take on it.
Sure.
It's e4 d6, bishop c4, knight f6, queen e2.
Wait, so e4 d6, bishop c4, knight f6, queen e2.
Yeah,
That's I mean, it's probably okay, but I'm guessing black is better after c5.
just going for like a Sicilian. Yeah, Sagar was playing e5, but
yeah, I mean, my guess is that in that position e5 is fine, I guess, but doesn't it kind of turn to a weird Philidor?
well, Eric after e5 was playing f4.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a little bit weird. Yeah.
Eric was doing some exquisite stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that seems. I mean, it's Queen 2 is playable. I mean, have they been playing that every game? Because I haven't been following very closely.
No. Sagar he abandoned it. I think he lost like 2 games very quickly, and then he just completely stopped playing it.
Okay.
I don't blame him though. It's been rough. He's been trying to play like knight f3 every game with white. It hasn't gone well. He went for a few Catalans. And does Sagar even play blitz like at all? That's
I don't know much about Sagar. I mean, my guess is that probably he plays some, but I don't think he plays a lot.
He's too busy reading up on fair play laws. My chat had a fun discussion about
sorry, Levy, how do I make your volume go louder in Zoom? Because I actually don't really use Zoom that much.
Oh, you don't have to on your desktop audio in OBS.
Oh, just do just okay.
Yeah, if you well, you can also add even more. You can add a gain filter.
That's fine. I'll just turn you down. Okay, I'll just turn it down there. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. That should be better. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I don't know if Sagar plays a lot, or he doesn't play a lot. But oh wait, actually, once I realized I got to turn off one of my logos. I still have this air things on here. Wait, why do I have this? Wait a second. This is really my 2-player. Let me change this. Let's see.
Oh, you still have the logo from the last tournament?
Yeah, I do actually. Can you just send me the 2-cam overlay?
Yeah. 1 sec. I forgot what folder it's in. Is it in this one?
Also, it's been weird for me too, because I updated OBS because I thought the issues this morning were, I thought it was OBS related and not Twitch related, so I updated, so also all my sounds and everything has been a little bit off this morning.
Oh too. Yeah. I had the update like a week ago, and I connected with Myth on Discord, and I couldn't. It started using my microphone from a different source, because that's what happens.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I had too. Exactly. 1 second. Second. Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. How do I turn this? 1 second. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay, good. I think we're good. Okay.
Yep, we're good. All right, let's I mean, I wish we were doing this a bit more evenly, but it's life. I mean,
more evenly in what sense?
No, I just mean, like, I wish the match was closer. You know, you've had to commentate on a lot of mismatches. My mismatch, this mismatch.
Your match was your match was not really a mismatch. I mean, your match was very
against
close.
Kostanuk.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant your match against Canty. Okay. Yeah.
No, that was that was close.
I was thinking that was part of the event. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of surprised. It felt like, I mean, I think Tanya actually, that out of all the matches that were mismatches, in a sense, that was one which should not have been a mismatch overall. In this
yeah, I popped in yesterday and it was 8-0, and I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it was just one of those things where it's like it was very surprising because she had a lot of good positions too.
You want to know something funny?
Sure.
I don't know how common this is, but yesterday I was talking about when my next match would be, because I'm playing the winner of this. I told my chat we were primarily focusing on Eric Rosen's schedule.
Right, because of course you're gonna play the winner, right, of this match.
Yeah, and they were like, if it's Sagar, it'll be this day, but if it's Eric, we were doing all right, Eric's got to win now. I mean,
right, exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, I think Eric's gonna win this game. Although, actually, looking at this game, is it so? What is Bishop A6? Wasn't A5 just a better move? I mean, it feels like if White could get the pawn to A6, that's how you get counterplay here.
It's been the story of the match has been like this. It's been pretty even in the opening, in the middle game, and then Sagar always with like 3 seconds. So kind of like
okay. Yeah, actually, he has 2 seconds here. I just realized. Right, check on C4.
Yeah. My style.
I mean, White's actually better here because Bishop F7, I think. Mind you, there's going to be some blunder with like a Knight B6 or the Knight is always better.
He's going to lose on time.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, how is Sagar 2251?
That's why it's really, it doesn't, and he was actually like 2150. He gained like 100 points since yesterday. So I think he just doesn't play is what I think. I think he just doesn't play blitz, but yeah.
Okay.
This is his.
I mean, you know what this reminds me of in a funny way is I remember when I played this Grand Chess Tour event in India. I think it was 2 years ago, and I forget if it was Nihal Sarin or if it was Pragnananta. But one of them was in the event, and I think their rating in Rapid was like 1850. It was like it was something absolutely ridiculous. And so I was actually thinking about that with like Sagar, except the difference, of course, is that their rating was not legit, and maybe Sagar just never plays blitz.
Yep, I do remember that. I think it was Nihal, and didn't he even beat Wesley or something?
I think he did. Yeah, like he took like 20 points off Wesley. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was like right when he was like, yeah, I know it's a very well. It's tricky because like people will show up to the Marshall Chess Club back when it was a physical location, and they'd be like, I play a lot on chess.com, and they would estimate their rating at like 1800, and then you can't do that. You could just show up to a tournament and have whatever rating you want, basically.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, that's. Yeah, but either way, Sagar has a good position here. Like Knight D4 is good. He's got a great position in this game. I said Sagar. I didn't say cigar. I said Sagar, not cigar. So anyway, but yeah. So I guess. So how are you feeling on Levy? Are you really are you making notes on what Eric is playing in this match? Since most likely he's gonna win this match, or do you already feel pretty confident?
I think Speed chess championship conditions change a lot. Like for me, I don't know why I get so tense and nervous in these like events. I don't know if it's the time control. I don't know if it's the fact that you even have to sit here quietly and just like can't talk. You're just like a robot, being like watched. I've played Eric Rosen already in two
Right.
matches, and they were close. They were fun, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think actually it depends, like, because for me, I think there was a time I'm used to playing online prior to streaming, in a sense. Like I played these speed chess championship matches in like 2016, 2017, I think, before I was even really streaming. So for me, it's not that unusual, but I guess, yeah, if you're streaming, sometimes, like, even for me now, it can be a little bit weird when I'm playing. I'm just like, wait, what's going on? I can't talk, and it's just it can be a little bit weird. um but yeah, I think, I mean, also though, there always are people ready to pounce and say something negative too, I think, which also can be a little bit annoying at times. Like if you I think, like, psychologically, because of course we're streaming so much, you worry that someone's gonna, not worry, but it's like in the back of your mind, someone's gonna say something when you do poorly, shall we say.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for it. I think that just comes with the territory. I don't know, for me, I don't know what it is for me. Like even against Canty, against Kostya, I had so many decent positions against Kostanyuk, and I just like I there's no way
You
to
have
explain it.
to.
I'm sitting there and it's a totally I'm staring at the board and like nothing is moving. I'm just looking at the pieces. So you don't when you play these matches, do you still have any nerves, like when you're playing in the tour or when you're playing in the SCC, or can you not even like admit to something like that just because
I
it's
mean, I wouldn't say nerves. Well, nerves does exist, but in a different kind of sense. And I think, like, and this is what honestly is more of a credit to Magnus than anyone else, is that sometimes it feels like, especially in the Speed Chess Championship, like there's this pressure that I have to win. Like I'm
mm,
expected to win and I have to win, which I think can apply to over the board as well to some degree, where it's like you feel like when whomever you play against, you have to win. Now I don't mean this in a negative way, but I would say that generally I feel like when I'm playing anyone except Magnus and I don't win, it's always like this huge failure, or this huge, like, huge just this sort of big disappointment. And so because of that, that can sometimes affect me, but overall, I mean, I don't really get nerves per se. I just don't.
it's a matter of experience too, I think. Like I said, in
Hmm.
the Kostyuk match, like even during the match, I'm like talking to myself. I'm like, dude, just make a move. I mean, I looked back at the match because I'm making like a small video.
Hmm.
There were games I had 10 seconds versus a minute and 40. Like I don't know how that happened. That would never happen in a straight up blitz game. So
Well, it's probably because you were thinking it was 5-1 too. Like 5-1 is a lot different than 3-1. If you look at my match in the Speed Chess Championship, you'll see that especially the match against Fedosev, I think it was, like, there were a lot of games in the 5+1 where I was way down on the clock, like way down. It was like 30 seconds to like 2 minutes or a minute and a half. But then the 3+1, it was completely the opposite. Like the time was very close to even, very close to even. So like it's all kind of, it's all relative. But yeah, I think it's easy to feel pressure, especially when you're a big underdog like you were.
I think what's actually funny, like I think the +1 element
Hmm.
psychologically makes you just like not play faster. You're just like, I always have +1. Like I'm not flagging. Whereas in a 3-0 game, you gotta go or else you're gonna get flagged. So
Right. Hmm.
uh
No, it's very
but
true.
but then you get to 5 seconds and you're gonna blunder anyway. That's very
Exactly. Yeah. If it's complicated, yeah, you're just gonna make a blunder. No, it's very true. Um. Yeah. No. I
so
mean, I think, for me, it's just, generally speaking, though, I'm used to it, so I don't let it bother me. I mean, it's great too, because it's funny. You always, like, do tweets, right, about negative comments on YouTube or on YouTube, right?
yeah, I've started to
Yeah.
scale. I got a lot of I'm trying to scale it back, but yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because basically, I think it was last night. I was actually out shopping. I was out at Sprouts, and I was shopping, and then I got a notification on my phone for a comment on YouTube, and it was someone commenting on the Ali Reza video, and they were like, "This dude, he's trying to create controversy out of nothing. He can't play chess over the board. Like, he's nobody." And it's just like, it's so funny seeing those sorts of things. Like, just hilarious. So I mean, sometimes that actually also, I can use those sorts of things as motivation when I play these matches, especially because when you do well, you just shut all these idiots up for
Yeah.
lack of a better way of putting it.
Did you just censor yourself?
What?
Did you just mute yourself when you said that?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, it like totally cut out like right when
Oh.
you. That's really funny. Like it like went real. I was like, did you just?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't.
that's-
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
By the way, how does Sagar have no time again? He's gonna lose this game because the knight's better than the bishop. Like,
yeah, this is.
anyway,
Oh, Rosen blundered. Rosen's been doing a lot of this actually. He played a move earlier. He just like hung a rook in one move. I mean, these guys have been, they've been doing some pretty exceptional stuff.
Oh, Queen G3. Whoa.
Oh my God,
whoa.
yeah.
Queen G3. What? Take on E4. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh. Like 0.9. I mean, come on.
Oh my God, maiden 2. Oh my God.
Oh no. By the way, Levy, I'm only gonna be able to hang around for like another 15 minutes because Title Tuesday will be starting in 20 minutes. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah, this is not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That's
That's...
Yikes. Yeah, just Queen G3 was just winning. Just Queen G3 and pick up the knight.
It's been like this. It's been like this is the fifth game. I think Eric Rosen's now won 6 straight.
Crazy. Absolutely insane.
Are
they on a break?
6.
Next game hasn't started, doesn't look like.
They're done. 3-1 is done.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna play bullet. Okay, yeah, that's good. Wow.
Eric Rosen has a chance to win 10 straight games. I mean, it's obviously I think the bullet is going to be the biggest mismatch.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, no, agreed.
How did you go live? I still see like Hafu tweeting that she can't go live. Like, is it just a server?
I mean, I think it's just relative. Like, I literally like every 15 minutes I just hit go live. And the other thing that was really bad in OBS is that a couple of times in OBS it said I was live. Like, I hit go live and it said streaming. It's like just recording. Everything's good. And then I just go to my dashboard and it's like you're offline. And I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like, literally insane. So yeah, I was just like, wow, what's going on? So I tried at 9 o'clock. I hit go live, 9 o'clock local time. I just hit go live and it said you're live. It said, in OBS it said live and streaming. And then I went to dashboard and it actually showed me as being live. But yeah, I think it's just like, yeah, Twitch has been very glitchy this morning for sure. It's not been good.
Yeah, I'm noticing. I keep popping onto Twitter and it's basically streamers just tweeting about the fact that they're not going to stream today. Well,
because it's also like, that's the thing, like for me, like I was basically trying every 15 minutes from 7 a.m. my time. Like I woke up late and then it's very like disturbing because I woke up, like I tried to get live as quick as I could, and then I'm hitting live. It's like it says basically whatever it says. It doesn't say stream keys invalid, but it says you can't go live, there's a problem connecting, whatever. And so you're like, oh man, what's happening? And then like I go change my stream key, okay, let's go, and still I can't go live. And then you're like, wait, is my computer wrong? Like, what's going on? Fortunately, Twitch did put out a tweet, because otherwise
that's where you go.
Yeah, because everyone's in like, what's going on? But yeah,
you have to that's what I do now. If there's ever a problem, I always go to Twitter and then see if with anything.
Yeah, no, it's pretty insane, and to make matters worse, also, then because of that, like my mood was getting more and more annoyed because I was looking at the market, obviously, as well. So just like literally, I can't go live, so I end up wasting my time looking at the stupid stuff. So just
diamond hands, Hikaru, diamond hands. That's
I mean, obviously, I'm totally all about them diamond hands. I mean, didn't Mark Cuban make a tweet or something also?
Mark Cuban tweeted and did an AMA today on Wall Street Bets. So
he said, yeah, if you can afford to hold, you hold. Yeah. Right? Was that what he did? Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, but the thing, actually, one thing I will say in general, that does bother me about all this is that there is a lot of misinformation. So like, while I think, all these hedge funds are getting really upset about what's going on, there is one big problem, which is I've noticed that there are a lot of people saying that like by the end of the week they have to cover because of puts and because of the options market or all these sorts of things, but they're actually just wrong on that. Like theoretically, these hedge funds can just hold short forever, theoretically. So So that's like that's actually the one thing that does disturb me about it a little bit, because that's just not how it works.
It's well, my biggest thing right now was, even if someone goes to jail over all this, which they probably won't, because Wall Street people don't really go to jail in this country, someone's gonna get a big penalty or a fine. What's gonna happen to the people who have the shares? Like,
well, you know, the thing though that also is really unfair about the sort of this whole system in general is that the people who get, like, for example, say there's a class action lawsuit, for example, and you win the lawsuit, as an example. Like, let's just say a stock goes to 1 cent, and there's like a, you know, class action lawsuit. The people who get paid first are the creditors. So whoever's like, whoever is a creditor, they get paid before the actual shareholders get paid. So actually the shareholders get nothing. That's actually what I think a lot of people also don't realize. So anyway,
just subscribe.
Yeah, it's been a wild morning though, for sure. But there are other things that are going on that are good in the market. So yeah. All right. So what else have you been up to?
That's literally been my morning. I've been sitting here watching chess, and I've been checking a couple of stocks, and Alex has been telling me about the fact that he got 50 more shares when it hit 95. So
okay, that's good. Yeah, I mean, that's good.
How do you think the match plays out between Alex and
Alexandra? Is that tomorrow?
2 days. 2 days from now.
Okay, Thursday. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I think not to sort of roast you a little bit, Levy, but having seen like Alex's sort of chess education per se, I feel like in general he's on a more level playing field in terms of pure understanding with Kostyuk than you were. So I think his chances are pretty good, because if he's on like an even playing field in terms of the fundamental understanding, I think he'll be able to keep up on the clock a little bit better than you were able to. And so I think it's going to be a very close match.
Yeah, my big question with Alex is, by the way, even if you said something like totally legitimate and not insulting whatsoever, everyone's gonna say that you're, but that's okay, because that's chat. You're doing your job. We love you. Alex is very time trouble prone in over the board. So I don't know how time trouble prone he's gonna be here. He's never played this format. So if he can adjust, yeah, I agree. His prep is cleaner. It's, I guess, more professional is the way to describe it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, I think yeah. What I would say is, again, though, to be clear, because this is actually something a lot of people aren't going to understand, is just because someone has a better fundamental understanding doesn't mean that they can use that in practice and be a better player per se. Just to be clear. I think a lot of people assume that, but I've seen many people who I thought, like, especially growing up, were like fundamentally they like understood their openings better, or there were a lot of little things they did better than I did in terms of the pure understanding, but they were lower rated. So it's just because someone has a better understanding doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be the higher ranked player or better in general.
So that's from, yeah, like I was gonna say, for me that's the biggest question. I've never seen him play 3-1, but he does like 3-1. He does very well in 3-1. He does very well in Title Tuesday. He's had a couple of like really good results.
Yeah, because I've noticed, like, even against me, like when he randomly plays in the viewer arenas or something, like he's always losing on time, but generally he's in the game. He's almost always in the game, and so that makes a big difference. And I think in 3+1 he has a chance. I still think he's probably an underdog, but I think he has a very good chance, just because if he puts it all together, he can compete against anyone in Blitz.
Yep. I'm curious. I hope it's like an anime. I look forward to making like an anime intro. You know, she knocks me out, she like destroys me, like I into the ground, and then I have to like summon in my best friend, and it's like the best friends against. But what happens if she beats both of us? Then what? Are you the final boss?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's what I would say though about Alexandra is that she's very dangerous. Like in a match, like she'll probably lose to like myself or Magus, but you see, for example, even though she's lower rated than say Hu Yifan, she will win more games because her stylistically, she's very aggressive and very and likes to attack. So like for example, when I played the match against Hu Yifan a couple of years back, I mean it was a pretty lopsided score. I don't even remember what it was, but I think Hu Yifan won maybe 1 game or 2 games. Like I would win a match against Alexandra, but I'd probably lose like 4 or 5 games along the way just because stylistically she's so aggressive and so tactical. So so it's kind of it's tricky. It's tricky. We're talking about Alexandra Kostyanyuk, guys, and Alexander Ostrovsky.
Yeah, it's gonna be
just to be clear. There's so many Alexes. Yeah.
These are strong, talented Soviet school raised Alexes.
Well, isn't that the most? I mean, I feel like that's the most common name, isn't it? For sure. And when I think of like female players over like 2000 plus, there are a lot of Annas and Alexandras, aren't there? I mean, maybe more Annas than Alexandras. Anna for sure. There are like a million Annas.
Yeah, there's a lot of Annas,
There's what, Anna Muzichuk, Anna Rudolph. There's Anna, is it Ushanina, I think also. There's Anna Zatonsky. There's just like so many. It's just like it's never ending.
No,
wait
just
a
on
second.
Twitch there's
Knight takes D5.
Knight D5, yeah, Knight D5.
617 has given.
No, it's been a really bad match tactically. Like I'll tell you, like in my matches, time trouble was. I had a lot of decent positions, but I had awful time trouble. In this match, tactics have been awful. Like it's been so many tactical, and obviously Sagar has flagged like 6 times. So
no, I mean
it's been very bad.
Also, Sagar's wait, how is Sagar 2491 at Bullet and 2250 at Blitz?
Maybe the plus 200. Remember, there was recently like an adjustment, and maybe he just hasn't
mean plus
played.
150 though.
Oh, please don't go 97.
I mean, Rook F2 is. I mean, Bishop F3, maybe Bishop H3 and Queen F3. I don't know. Everything's got to be winning here for Black, though. It feels like. Oh, G5.
Oh, even that.
Yikes! This is bad. Yeah, this is really bad.
Something's gonna get sacked on G3. Oh my! Oh wow!
Bishop G3 and just Rook F1 or G3.
Oh man!
Oh,
no.
Man! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wait, so how many is this in a row for Eric then?
7.
7? Wow. Pretty impressive.
There was going over the match with Alexandra, like I realized I was down so much. I was down 10-2, and like just looking back at some of those games pained me, man. I'm like, how did I? It was the last game of the 3-1 that I sacked a piece and played this really interesting game, and then just lost on time. I was like, what was I doing?
Right.
It's you know what I'm gonna do before this match against Eric. I first of all I have to play him at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be a pretty late match because it's going to be after what's it called? It's going to be after like the coverage, and then I'm going to take a nap. I'm planning to take a shot.
Eric blundered in this opening. He clearly has not been watching enough of my games because the queen should be on C1 here, not D2. Because then you can take with the pawn at E4, and there's no queen trade if your queen is on C1 instead of D2. So Eric needs to watch more of my bullet games. Anyway, keep going, Levy.
No, I was gonna say. First of all, I've seen you play that with white and with black. Bishop D2, Queen C1, and then you play like H4, H5. That's
exactly. Yeah, just all in, just stupid attacking chess. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say that I'm gonna take something to calm me down of the liquid variety, and it's G Fuel's great, but it's not gonna be. It's literally the opposite of G Fuel. So,
okay.
We'll see. Cool. We'll maybe I'll sip on some wine while playing against Eric.
Sipping on wine? What?
Wine? Yeah, it's not.
You'll just go to sleep.
No, I'll zen out, you know, and then I won't be so stressed. I can't drink G Fuel at 9 p.m. You know, I'm gonna be up till 4 in the morning. So,
Levy, did you just get a sponsorship with them? You should be a little bit more on point with what you're saying.
All right, drink G Fuel 24 hours a day. Take it intravenously while you sleep. It'll, you know, yeah,
right, exactly, yeah.
Results may vary.
Right, obviously, yeah, you have to put in the disclaimer. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, maybe like 9 p.m. is so late though. That is really rough for a match. For me, I always prefer earlier than late. Like if I can play something at like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. versus say like 9 p.m., I would always prefer that. So I can only imagine how rough it is, like in these Champions Tour events when like Ding Liren or Wei Yi play, even in the Speed Chess Championship where they're playing at like midnight. I can only imagine how brutal that's got to be.
What if they're night owls? Like, what if they don't sleep until 4 or 5 a.m.?
Yeah, but I think in their case they actually do normally. I'm pretty sure they do. I don't think they don't really. Ding especially does not strike me as an evening guy, and I feel like I've seen him at the breakfast buffet a million times during many of these grand chess tour events.
Oh, you're saying like he wakes up and he gets food and
yeah, because of course, I mean, breakfast is always covered, so like there's certain people that you always see when you go to eat breakfast at like 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning, and there are other people that you just never see. So like Magnus you never see, like someone like Kramnik you would never see him, but somebody like Vishy you might see him on from time to time. Wesley 100% you're going to see Wesley in the morning at breakfast. Ding Liren also 100% you're going to see him at breakfast in the morning too. So it's all relative. By the way, how did Sagar lose on time again?
yeah.
Levon, no chat. Levon does not always. Levon actually very rarely do I see him at the breakfast buffet. Very rarely. Very rarely.
Are they not playing again? What's going on?
Do they take a break in the bullet too?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, and usually it's a continental breakfast, you guys. It's not some fancy. It's not some fancy.
That's crazy, man. They don't treat the best players in the world to some good food.
I mean,
it's crazy.
No.
Terrible.
I mean, all you have is usually breakfast is covered, whatever hotel you're at, and that's it. The rest of the food you pay for, basically. Lunch and dinner you go pay.
Did you know that Mark Cuban instituted the practice of treating the away team to good conditions? Did you know that? Like,
no, I didn't, but that's not surprising.
Yeah, like he would set out like a buffet of food, like good gourmet food in like locker rooms for the away team and the rookies and everything. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. So he pioneered like really good practice in the NBA. I had no idea.
No, that's actually really smart. No, I think in general, yeah, I wish chess was better. You know, one thing that I know a couple of people have said this to me is yeah, you guys, I'm registered for Title Tuesday. Don't worry. The game will auto start when Title Tuesday begins. But one thing that I've always said is, like, you know, Tata Steel, I'm not a fan of when they hold this tournament, but I bet if they held the Tata Steel event, Vaikonze, in like you know, June or July in the heart of summer, it would be a great event. And to me, like, the fact that they can't do that because chess doesn't have the prominence, like, that's the whole point. That's what you really want to happen, is you want it so these tournaments can be held in the prime time seasons during the best times of the year, in all these various locations, instead of having to be held in the worst time when it's the off season.
Yeah, and Tata Steel also isn't that pretty.
Oh, but well, in the winter it's not, but I bet if it was held in the summer, like, I would have a very different opinion of it. Like, I would have a very different opinion, because like, it's on the North Sea. In the summer it's probably warm, it's a small town, the beach is probably very nice, but in the heart of winter, of course, it's miserable. So I will say, like, that's one of the things, is why is it in January? And that's probably because, honestly, in June it doesn't have that kind of prominence where they can hold it during that time of the year, because the hotels can make more money elsewhere, and it just doesn't have that prestige. And that's really what you want, is you want chess to be held at the best time of the year in all these locations, instead of when it's like off season and everything's just closed and it's miserable.
You have to play, right?
Yeah, I think I do in 2 minutes. I'm already registered, obviously, but yeah, I do have to play in 2 minutes.
Well, I guess I'll probably just watch until the end, and then I'll send my people your way to support. It's looking like a good field.
Jan is playing. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Jospum.
Yeah, of course Maxime is playing. I wonder what Maxime's mindset is, or how he's doing, because like either he's going to be able to completely just brush it off, like, who cares, it doesn't matter, or in the back of his mind, losing these games like Fabiano and Anish are really going to actually stick with him subconsciously. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens whenever the candidates resumes.
should I let you go? Let you
Sure.
focus.
Yeah, that'd probably be best. Yeah. So.
All right.
All right. Well, that was fun, even if it was very short. And
yeah,
we'll do this on Thursday, right? Thursday's the big match.
Yeah, Thursday is gonna be the full match, so hopefully it all works out.
Exactly.
Good luck. Kick some
All right.
ass.
All right. Talk to you later, Levy. Have a good one.
See you. Bye.
Bye.